Hello everyone, I'm Nini FC and this is CWANless TV, and today I'm bringing you guys a transfer daily video. Now before I start this video, please, if you haven't pressed the bell notification button, what are you waiting for? Press that and stay notified to all things CWANless TV. And one more thing, please smash that like button, help me get 500 likes for this video. But getting straight into the transfer daily video, and yes you guys, finally we've completed our last signing of this January transfer window. That is Olivier Giroud. He will be wearing the number 18 shirt, and Giroud will be coming for £15.3 million. Giroud has been with his agent at Dortmund since the early hours of this morning. He has finished his medical. He's agreed terms to an 18-month contract with the option of a further year's extension. So for him to get that 1-year extension, he would have to meet clauses within his contract. And basically it's the exact same terms that we did offer to Edin Dzeko, and of course the reason why the club are doing this is to not cause any disparity within the squad. If you're Willian, if you're Fabregas, if you're Luis, you're going to be thinking this is taking the piss that this guy comes here, gets a bigger contract extension and has more years, but we're still stuck with only receiving 1-year extension. So by Giroud accepting these terms, obviously it makes everything fairer. Now, my opinion, do I think this is a great signing? No, I really don't think it's a great signing. I've said time and time again why I don't understand this fascination and this obsession of going with a target man striker. Yes, I understand it's for Conte's system, it's what he likes, but I'm just thinking the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is most big clubs aren't using target man strikers for a reason. And I just don't think Giroud's even that prolific anyway. Let's not forget that this guy's finishing is probably even worse than Morata's. How many big opportunities has he missed over the years? He's never once scored more than 20 goals in a season. The highest he's got to, I think, was 16 in a season. It's not that great, and he's been basically nearly Arsenal's first team striker for nearly 5.5 years. Of course, the past 2 seasons hasn't been consistent, but really 3.5 years, he hasn't been as consistent. I know that in terms of the balance he could bring to the Conte team, and so, you know, in terms of being that plan B where instead of Azpilicueta being the plan B in terms of making those late runs, playing those crosses into Morata, Conte wants another physical presence up there. So when we do play those direct balls that bypass midfield, we can just lump it there and hopefully create something from nothing. Is it the most sophisticated way of playing? I don't think so. Is Giroud even one of the best at that? His qualities and his attributes do suit that very well, but again, another reality, let's not forget, how many big game performances does Giroud have? Now, for example, whenever Arsenal have played us, what's Giroud really ever done against us? When he's played against United, what's he really ever done? He hasn't really done much. And the reality is that it's a player on the decline. Like I've said, he's been playing less and less. 2 seasons ago, 29 appearances, 18 as a sub. And this season, 15 starts and 16 as a sub. It's a player on decline. He's not improving. He's not getting any better. For the money we're getting him for, 18 to 19 million, I don't know. I think it could have been suited elsewhere. For example, let's say we didn't buy so many mediocre players that aren't really improving the team. Imagine if we had saved money on signing 3 of these types of guys and I spent it on 1 big player. I'm hoping that's going to be the reality in the summer. Olivier Giroud is a Chelsea player. Conte is a happy man because he is getting the striker that he wants. Am I a happy fan? Really, I am not really happy with this at all. Now, for example, if we had signed like an Abubakar from Porto, and I know there's someone in the comment section that's been spamming his name forever. Yes, I've seen it. Yes, I do know about him. Someone who's young with potential. He's got pace. He's kind of like a mini Drogba in a way. He can dribble past opponents. He's like a complete forward player. If we had spent money on a guy like that, that would make more sense to him because then he could really challenge for that first team spot. But Giroud, I guess he's a short-term option to have for the club. It's going to be interesting to see how quickly. I think, you know what, I think he'll settle in pretty quickly tactically in terms of what Conte is going to expect. You know, I think with Giroud too, he might have that type of advantageous situation where he does like it when people play close to him. For example, that season a few years back when Ramsey was amazing, people kind of like the B-Tech Drogba and Lampard in terms of Giroud was a target man holding things up, and obviously Ramsey was playing off him, making those late man runs inside the box. Now, with Giroud coming to Chelsea, potentially playing with Morata or playing as a striker in a 3-4-3 system, having those two attacking players close to him beside him, where he can play his one-touch layoffs, he has someone to link up with, could be more effective. And you know, Giroud, even though I'm not happy with the signing, he's a decent player. My whole gripe is as a player on the decline. With Giroud, his qualities would be useful, but again, this is a short-term signing, and Conte must be happy that he secured one of the target men that he wants, because the main target man Conte did want was Benteke, which you guys have known about as I've spoken about this for so long, and Giroud was another option. So now he's got his man. And this links to the second story. Yes, MICHY has completed his move to Borussia Dortmund. MICHY will be signing on a 6-month deal, and really, it really does say a lot of things about this deal, which I'm going to get into shortly. With Arsenal, it did come out today that the reason why everything sped up so quickly is that we actually got them to pay the loan fee that we wanted from Dortmund. So that was 1.3 million euros. Arsenal have paid that to Dortmund to speed up the transfer. Again, good business by the Chelsea board, playing hardball, using Arsenal's desperation to our advantage to get a much better deal than we normally should be typically getting, especially at this stage of the transfer window. So MICHY will be going there. But again, as I was saying, 6 months now. Yesterday, I was talking in my video, I was hoping that he would have got an 18-month deal. Why? Because that tells me that really he is in the club's future plans. Imagine he's at Dortmund, a whole season where he can improve and develop even further. That tells me that whoever the next manager is going to be for next season will probably be getting a more complete MICHY, which would have been very interesting indeed. But the fact that it is a 6-month deal really tells me that the club are really looking to maximise the amount of money they can generate for MICHY before they sell him. Now, a lot of you guys don't get too negative. This is the reality of the situation. I've been reporting on this for a while. How many times have we seen reports from me and from the press as well stating that Chelsea have been looking to use MICHY as part of a makeshift in terms of deals? The club have been trying to get rid of MICHY since the summer window, and honestly, he really isn't in Conte's plans for the foreseeable future. Now, why are the club letting him leave on loan to Dortmund for such a short period? Well, that's because they want to make sure that he can get into the World Cup squad. They're hoping that with him playing for a team in Dortmund which will suit his capabilities, it suits his style. He's similar to Aubameyang in terms of how they play stylistically, playing on the last line, penalty box strikers. MICHY was another guy that scored all of his goals inside the penalty box whilst he was at Marseille. It's going to be something very similar at Dortmund, where he will be the focal point in the attack, but he will get lots of distribution and a lot of service. And in conjunction with his amazing finishing, I think it's a dream move. The club are thinking of that reality as well, and they're thinking that, well, if his form is good for the second half of the season with Dortmund, that means that should guarantee his place in the Belgium team for the World Cup that's coming this summer. And then if he performs in the World Cup and he plays games, what does that mean for him? Well, that means that his transfer value increases even more. Now, that could be Dortmund coming back in to try and sign him. We're going to get more money for that. That could be other clubs looking to try and sign him, guaranteeing us a big profit. So this is how the club are going to see things. If MICHY does come back, it would be quite interesting to see. I'm hoping he does. I don't mind the guy. I think he's a nice player. I think he's a nice guy, nice character. I felt sorry for him. He's the type of guy I'm not really going to judge until he's 26. I think with the abilities he has, I really feel that once he can just play for a club that will let him make mistakes sometimes and keep playing him, that's only going to improve him as an all-round player. I think once MICHY learns how to be more adept at dropping deep to link up the play, etc, etc, I think he's going to be quite complete because his finishing is very good for his age. So MICHY, good luck to you. Of course, Dortmund are replacing another Batman with a new one. Now you've got that Batman and Robin combination, but obviously Royce is out, isn't he? As usual. So good luck to MICHY, and I hope he does very well. But anyway, you guys, that's going to end today's Transfer Daily video. That's it. Our January business is over. We brought in Emerson, Ross Barkley, and now Olivier Giroud. And people might be thinking, did Conte get all the targets he wanted? Well, Giroud is a target he wanted. Conte didn't want Kennedy or Baba. He already knew from before December, around October, that Alexandra wasn't going to be a target anymore. The fact that he didn't want Baba or Kennedy let the board know that they were in control of bringing in left wing back targets, and Conte really didn't mind. So I don't understand any of this negativity that's coming from him in press conferences. And when it comes to Ross Barkley, that's the only guy that he doesn't really want. Again, as I stated in that video when he announced the signing, Ross Barkley is going to take a lot of time to get used to playing as a Conte midfield player. For the price we got him for, he was an investment signing, so we can't forget that. And with Olivier Giroud, Conte is getting one of the top target mans that we probably could have got in this window, and a guy that he admires. And honestly, you know what, I'm going to be doing further videos in detail talking about our January transfer window business, so don't miss out on that. But anyway, you guys, don't forget, press that like button, get me 500 likes for this video, press the bell notification button if you haven't, and stay tuned to all things Blue Lions TV. I'm MICHY, this is Blue Lions TV, signing out.